Hey guys, it's Treasure and welcome back to my chest. So, I feel like I always do this soul thing. I don't know why I do that. Anyways, this week I wanted to film the video that I tried to film last week and that didn't work out because I was getting in my head and I was overthinking and I was crashing out and shit. So I'm going to be doing this today because I don't know what's been going on with me. I've been talking to myself for like an hour and I was like, oh my God, I seem to be a little bit more hyper today. So might as well take the opportunity to finally make the video. It is 10:30, so I will try not to talk too loud because my fucking wall next to my computer is very like, I can hear my neighbors cough. So I don't even know if like me just talking normally next to the wall, they can hear me or not. So I'm not trying to be annoying, like the annoying neighbor that's just talking to herself at 10:30 and like stopping you from sleeping. Anyways, I'm in my PJs too. I was in a very like comfy vibes today. What did I say I was gonna talk about? Oh, I wanted to say, if you're someone that keeps waiting for people to do things that you want to do or like take a chance on opportunities that you have the chance to take, but you don't because you have no one to do it with you or you're still waiting on someone, stop doing that shit. Like for real, stop doing that shit. Cause you were missing out so much when you were doing that. It's fucking insane. And as I worked on myself and I started healing, yes, I keep repeating that in every video, I have gotten way more comfortable with being alone with myself and appreciating like my alone time, I guess, just appreciating who I am. And like when I'm doing things alone, I'm more like, oh, this is fun, than being like, oh, I'm alone, I have no friends. Like I'm really in such an era in my life right now where I'm just like, y'all need to leave me the fuck alone. Like I want to be alone, leave me alone. I am so bothered by people piss me off, people just like bring drama. I can't deal with that. So I wanted to like talk about a few examples of things that I have started doing alone and why it just kind of encouraged me to keep doing things alone, because it made me realize that it was just so much fun and so much better. So I'm just like, I want to encourage more people to do it, especially since I noticed that not a lot of people do things alone. Like ever since I've started doing that, when I talk about it to people, I have noticed that it's very uncommon for people to go alone to the restaurants, or to people to go alone to concerts, for people to go alone to festivals. Like just go alone to places and stop feeling like they always have to need someone to tag along with them. So yeah, I have notes today because I wanted to avoid what happened last week when I was crashing out because I couldn't do my shit. Most of the time when that happens, it's because I know what I want to say and I know the things that I want to say, but when I'm about to say it in front of the camera, for some reason I just get in my head and I overthink and then just nothing comes out. Especially since like sometimes when I try to make, like when I get video ideas, okay, I don't know if this is weird, but like when I get video ideas, I start to talk to myself alone, pretending that I am making that video, to kind of see how much thoughts about that subject comes out of my head, to see if like it would be worthwhile to talk about that in a video, to see if I would like make the video long enough. I don't want like my videos, like my long form videos, to be like 5 minutes. So I want like them to be from 10 to 20 minutes. So I always like kind of practice to kind of see, is this a subject that I'm going to be talking about and have shit to say? And last week it was just nothing was working out. So now I have a list. It's not a big list, but it's just a few things that I wrote to make sure that I didn't forget them, because I hate when there's something that pops up in my mind when I'm talking alone and I'm like, ooh, that's a good thing, and I don't write it down and I am sure that I'm gonna remember it, and I never do. So yeah, we're not doing that shit anymore, okay? We're gonna stop thinking that we're perfect and we're gonna do what we need to do to make sure that I get all my points across. So enough yapping about things that have nothing to do with this. So I don't know how many years I've been starting to do things alone, but I have started to stop waiting on people to go to concerts. I have stopped waiting on people to go to festivals, and I have stopped waiting on people to go to restaurants. I'm trying to think about other things that I do alone. It doesn't come up right now, but there's probably other things, but these are like the main things. So first of all, I will be honest. I am always nervous or very anxious the days that I do these things that I want to do alone. Like I said, concerts, let's say. The reason mostly that I wanted to talk about this is because I went to a concert this weekend. I was just like, oh, I should make a video about this. So this weekend I went to the Baby No Money concert. First of all, like there's a few songs that I do love from Baby No Money, and I see him on the line and I love his personality and he's funny, but I'm not like a huge fan to the point where like I know all his songs. Like I know a few hits and a few other songs that I liked, and I like his beats, so I kind of go through his music sometimes, but I'm not like a huge fan. And usually when I go to concerts, it's usually concerts of like people that I really, really love. And I don't know why, but like a few months ago when the tickets were going on sale, I kept dreaming about being at his concert, and I kept having some weird ass fucking synchronicities where I was just like, what the fuck is going on? And when I was just like, is there actually a show coming up? And when I saw he was actually coming to Montreal and the tickets were cheap, they were like $40. I was like, you know what? I don't know why my intuition keeps like bringing me this fucking dream up in my head about going to that concert. So I'm just gonna buy the tickets and just go. I don't know anyone else that listens to BB No Money, okay? Like, I didn't buy these tickets thinking like someone else or one of my friends were gonna buy a ticket. I just got it. And was it Saturday? On Saturday, the day of the concert, I was having anxiety the whole day. I was wow. Anyways, I didn't want to go anymore, okay? I do this all the time. Every time that I buy a ticket to go to a concert alone, I get a lot of anxiety that day. I am nervous. I overthink about it. I'm like, what am I going to wear? Maybe I should just not go. And especially Baby No Money, the concert tickets was cheap. It was $40. So I was just like, if I decide not to go after all, it's not going to be that deep. Like, I'm not going to be that pissed. You know what I mean? But like, I just want to be transparent that it is not easy to go out and start doing things on your own and stop waiting for people, because just society has made it embarrassing or weird or like sad for us to go out and do things alone that are supposedly supposed to be with people. It's not sad. It's not sad, and it's not as embarrassing as people make it out to be, because I have noticed that it's honestly sometimes it's more fun. like let's be honest, there are certain things that I find that are way more fun alone than with people. I don't know if it's because I'm growing up and I'm like starting to love being alone, that like I care and I'm like more into it. I don't fucking know. But anyways, the concert, the whole day I was stressing out, and I eventually was like, I don't think I'm gonna go. But then I was like, you know what, the reason you bought the tickets is because you felt divinely guided to go to that show, so why would you bail on it? But also, another thing that was stressing me out about that show was the fact that Baby No Money is an artist that blew up on TikTok. And I don't know if y'all have noticed, but a lot of artists that blow up on TikTok, they just have this very like young fan base most of the time. Like, I'm a fan of Melanie Martinez, and the fan base, ever since she blew up on TikTok, oof, girl, the fan base has just been a shit show. Even Melanie has posted shit about it, and she like literally is starting to hate on the fan base because of how fucked it has been since the whole TikTok blew up. So I was kind of scared that I was gonna show up there and it was going to be fucking kids and teenagers, and it was just gonna be cringe, and just people like kind of have like, I don't want to generalize, okay? I don't want to generalize, but a lot of these young TikTok fans, they don't really have concert etiquette because they are young, they haven't been to a concert before, and they've been chronically online so much that they don't know how the fuck it works when you go in public. So I was overthinking it so bad. But you know what, I was just like, you know what, like you said, it was divinely guided, fuck that shit, just fucking go. And I got ready, I took my time getting ready, I made sure that I ate, because let's be honest, I did not go sober over there. I will not talk about what I was actually doing over there, but I didn't go sober, so I had to make sure that I was eating and I was in a good vibe. I will also say, I will not be lying about that. Every time that I go to a concert or a festival alone, I'm not going sober. Like, this helps me feel more in the mood and kind of let go and try to stop overthinking, because when I am sober, I am overthinking a little bit too much of how I'm being perceived, which fucking ruins the experience for me. So I have just gotten to a point where I just make sure that I have, you know, my things on the side, and I just get in the vibes when I get there. So once it kind of gets in and I'm in the mood and, you know, I'm in tipsy vibes, we'll say, I'm just having more fun. And that's what happened at the concert. Like, I took what I had, I went to the concert, and I was so fucking nervous. And I walked in there, and the crowd was the opposite of what I thought it was gonna be. It was literally a bunch of alternative people, a bunch of queer people, and I was just like, what the fuck? I did not expect his crowd to be so, like, literally the type of people that I would want to hang out with. And no one was, like, disrespectful. Even the guy that did the show before him was very, like, PLUR, like, peace, love, unity, respect. I do this show for love, I give out love, and I really did not expect, like, the fans of Baby No Money to just be this kind of, like, community, and very similar to the kind of crowd that you get, like, at raves or festivals. And I actually ended up enjoying myself, and I was actually really happy that I went. And that's what happens every time that I want to do something alone, and the day of I have a lot of anxiety. Once I am there and I am enjoying myself, and then I finish it and then I leave, not only did I enjoy myself, but I am proud of myself, because I'm like, I didn't, like, get into my head that much that I missed an opportunity to have fun. Even if I was alone, I still have fun. I was dancing, I was vibing to the music. Baby No Money puts on a very, like, party vibe show. Like, it doesn't feel like you're watching a show. It feels like you're kind of just vibing and partying a little bit more, like I said, like raves and festivals, which was actually quite fun. I feel like I've just been talking about this concert the whole time, but it's just like the main example since I just went. And like, I feel like if I would have kept getting in my head and keep, like, not going to things or not going to places just because nobody wants to go with me, or people are not available, or this and this and that, I would have missed so many fucking opportunities or so many things in my life that I wanted to go and I didn't go. And I hate when there's something that I want to go to, I decide not to go for a stupid reason, then it happens. I go on social media, I see videos, I see that, and then there's just something that just, like, pushes it in my face. And I'm like, why the fuck did I just get in my head and didn't fucking go? And the first concert that I went alone was Ariana Grande. And I've said it on the channel multiple times, I am a very big fan of Ariana Grande. And that was the Thank You Next Sweetener tour. And when I wanted to go, my best friend had gone with me to the Dangerous Woman tour, but he was just like, sis, like, I don't have the money right now, and I wanted good spots. I'm sorry, but the spots we had at Dangerous Woman tour, I didn't like it. We were on the side, and I was like, fuck that. When I'm going to Thank You Next, like, I want to have a good spot. And my friend was just like, hell no, like, I'm sorry, but I'm broke. And I ended up like overthinking it, and I was just like, I really want to go, I don't want to miss it out. And I don't know why I feel choked up, oh my god. My mom was just like, I'm gonna buy you the ticket for your birthday if you want. And I was, oh my god, I swear to god, you guys, back then when that show was going on, I was very fucking depressed. I was very depressed in my life. As I remember, I put Snapchat stories about it, and I was just like, the Snapchat story was saying, oh, when you're so depressed that, like, you're supposed to go see your idol and you don't even feel like it. Like, I remember that day, I felt horrible, but I was just like, this is Ariana. Like, you can't miss that out. And I ended up, I don't know why I feel fucking, why am I emotional right now? I will say it right now, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I am a very emotional and sensitive person. I get fucking, anyways, I got ready. I got very cutesy because I was like, hey, I'm such in a shit mood. I'm gonna try and at least, like, be pretty and just feel myself. So at least maybe that will help. And guys, I went to that show and, like, it was like the best show of my life. What the fuck am I crying? I hate when I do that because sometimes I just start crying. I don't know why. But yeah, it was like, at the show, the people that were sitting around me, they were so fucking nice. The show was amazing because it's fucking Ariana Grande, and I was just having the time of my life. And that is like the moment where I realized that, like, why the fuck do I keep missing out on things like that just because people are not coming with me or people don't want to go? Who gives a fuck if you're alone? To be honest, who gives a fuck? Like, oh, it's embarrassing? Embarrassing for what? You're having fun. If you're focusing too much on people around you, like, you're literally, like, missing out and making your life miserable. Because like we're all living for ourselves. So why the fuck are you focusing on what other people are thinking? Because honestly, it's not embarrassing to go somewhere alone. I think it's more embarrassing to be someone that judges people because they're out alone. I think that's more embarrassing. Let's be real. If you're out in public and you're looking at people alone and you're like, oh, that's sad. Oh, that's embarrassing. You're embarrassing. Like, what the fuck? Like, and some people like to be alone. So, like, why are you being a bitch? But anyways, that was just my point. Stop fucking missing out on shit for other people. Just what's the point? If you want to do it, just do it. Just do it. I swear to God, yeah, maybe the day of you're gonna be fucking nervous. And maybe you're gonna second guess yourself. That's what I wanted to say earlier and I kept fucking it up. Second guessing yourself. But I swear, once you're gonna be there, you're going to be so glad you did it. And not only that, if this is something that you don't do often, when you're going to be finished doing it, you're going to feel so good about yourself. I don't know why, I just feel so good about myself after things like that. When I came back from the show, I was such in a good mood. And the thing also about going alone to things is that, like, if the show is over, let's say, I don't know, you're someone that hates like staying until the end of the show because there's just so many people leaving at the same time and it gives you anxiety and everything, you're alone. If you don't want to stay at the end of the show, you can leave. And that's exactly what he did. Because I had the Baby No Money set list in my phone. And when all the songs that I wanted to see were done, and I looked at the time and I could kind of tell that it was about to be done, I started getting my shit and leaving. And nobody was around me being like, oh no, Treasure, let's wait until the last song. I'm alone. I can do what I want. I left. I went to go get my coat. And I left before everyone was leaving. And even then, I had my coat on and I was kind of staying at the end, kind of seeing the show end. So when the show ended for real, I was like in the first people to leave the fucking venue, which was amazing. It's so frustrating when you're leaving a venue at the same time with everyone. Luckily, Baby No Money is not like a big artist. So like the venue was tiny. Well, tiny. It was like a small venue. It wasn't like a fucking arena. So like the people's not crazy, but yeah. There's also another example that I feel is so fucking worth it to go alone. This, I know it can be a little bit nerve-wracking and a little bit more scarier, but festivals alone, especially if you're a woman, but so far I have had no bad experience because the festivals that I go to, like EDM festivals mostly, the crowd is very peace, love, unity, respect. Like usually people at these kind of festivals, we're not judging each other. We're all here to have fun. We're all here to get drunk or get high, whatever, and enjoy the music that is there. And I have noticed that festivals like that are EDM compared to Coachella or whatever, the vibe is so much better at EDM festivals because people are there to party and have fun. They're not there to push through the crowd to be in the front to see their favorite artist. That's the difference that I have noticed when I went to Osheaga, which is a festival in Montreal that is more like Osheaga vibes because it's gonna be big artists like The Weeknd and whatever. And then there's Isonic, which is EDM. And I saw the difference right away. When I was at Osheaga, I was getting pissed off because people are pushing, because when they see their artist coming, they just be going wild. And the thing they want to do is push everyone and try to get to the front. When you're at an EDM festival, people don't care about being in the front. Some people will. Some people go to the front, but they will not care to the point where they will be rude and start pushing people like they're fucking maniacs. You know what I mean? Like they're just gonna be respectful and everyone's just gonna dance, and it's way better. I don't feel like I need to be in the front. I can literally be anywhere, not far from the stage, be in a place where there's not too many people around me, and I can just have my fun and dance, and it is so much fun. And I have noticed that the years where I have gone with people, I was forced to miss out on artists that I wanted to see. Obviously, I'm saying forced, but like forced in a way that like before I didn't have the guts to go alone. So I felt forced to follow my friends around if they didn't want to go see the artist that I wanted to go see. So I was kind of putting that pressure on myself. But yeah, so example, I went to Osheaga. The first year that I went to Osheaga, there was John Billion that I wanted to see. My friends did not want to go see John Billion. They wanted to see someone else that was playing at the same time. And guess what? I was like, okay. And then I followed them. And then John Billion fucking did his show and I missed the whole damn fucking show. And I was upset because I was just like, I wanted to go see him, and I forced myself to go see a show in the festival that I didn't even care about and missed out the one I wanted. And if I had had the guts to not give a shit, I could have walked away and went to see the show and just found my friends after. But back then I had more anxiety. I was like, a festival was a big place. I'm scared I'm not going to find my friends, because let's be real. People in EDM festivals, they're all high. They're all high. They're drunk. If they're sober, that shit is rare. I haven't fucking met people that go to these type of festivals sober. So like, to try to find your friends after when everyone's fucked, you get kind of anxiety, because you're like, they're not going to answer your phone, they're not going to this, that. But I have noticed now that when I go alone, I communicate like more with them. I'm like, where are you going? So then when I'm done, I try to find them, and it works better. But that's what I noticed. When I go alone, I can do what I want. I can do what I want. Anyone on the fucking set list that I want to see, I can go. No one is going to be like, no, we're going there, we're going there, we're going. No one gives a flying fuck. You are on your own. You want to go to a show that nobody wants to go, you can go. You decide that show sucks and you want to go another one, and your friends don't want to. You don't give a fuck. There's nobody with you. You're hungry, you want to get food, go get food. You want to go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. You can do what you want without feeling like you're bothering people because they have to follow along, or they have to force you to follow along. And I don't know, I love going to festivals alone. It just gives me so much more freedom. And the thing is, some festivals, a lot of people go to these festivals, so then you end up like, sometimes you can end up finding your friends without necessarily feeling the need to kind of tag along with them. Like, for example, last year I went to Ilsenik, and there's one day where there's a friend that I knew that she wasn't going for both days, she was going that whole day. And we just texted. I just posted a story, I was there, and she saw the story on Instagram, sent me a message, and I tagged along with her for a few shows. But when she wanted to go to shows that didn't align with the ones that I wanted to go to, I was just like, hey, I'll see you later, and I would leave. And I'd be so happy. I felt free, and I was just living my best life and just doing what I want. And like, if you're someone that's like, that shit stresses you out, and it does. It is nerve-wracking, I will be honest, like I said before, but like, it is so rewarding, and it is so much fun, and you kind of learn to love yourself a little bit more and to love your company more. And I feel like going to things alone is some type of self-love. It is self-love, because it's like you're bringing yourself out on a date, and you're doing what you want, and then you're happy at the end of the day because you didn't miss out on anything, and you did what you wanted to do. Like, the number of things that I have missed out on and that I have regretted before, because back then I was like, oh, I need my friends. Why do you always need your friends? It's not that deep. It's really not that deep. Like, another example. Oh my God. So there's this restaurant in Montreal called Cage Sport. In English, it's Sports Cage, I guess. It's like a sports restaurant. Excuse me. They have wings over there, and I love their wings. I'm obsessed with their wings. And on Thursdays, they usually have a special for half off the wings. But a few months ago, they had a special. I think it was 25 cents the wing for the 25th year anniversary or some shit. And I was like, 25 cents? 25 cents for these wings? And I had no one that wanted to go. And I was just like, damn, I'm gonna have to go alone. And I find it a little bit more nerve-wracking for some reason to go alone in a restaurant than go alone at a concert. Because I feel like at concerts and festivals, people are focused a lot on the shows. They're not focusing on looking at people, what they're doing. I feel like at restaurants, it's easier for you to see what people are doing in the restaurant and kind of focus on them if they're in your vision or stuff like that. So it does give me a little bit more anxiety, but I still went. And I was just like, you know what? No one's gonna go with me. And this is like not an opportunity that happens a lot, that it's 25 cents the wing. So I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I dressed cute, like I was literally bringing myself on a date. I went to the weed store. I got myself a joint. Oh no, a few joints actually. I went in a park with my earphones on. I sat down in the park like I was living my best life. I smoked a joint. I wasn't stressed. I didn't have to be at the fucking restaurant for a certain time because nobody was there. I could go whenever I wanted. And I got to the restaurant. When I walked in the restaurant though, even if I had smoked and I was high, I felt very fucking nervous. because I don't know why when I'm in the entry, like I'm just nervous to say I'm alone and shit, but I still went. I was fine. And the girl just asked me, oh, are you alone? I'm alone, yes. And then she put me at the bar. That made me a little bit more nerve-wracking because I'm just like, I'm over here at the bar. I'm not here to be drinking. I just want my wings. But I ended up taking a drink. And I was just like, you know what? Just focus on you. You are alone. You are here for your wings. You're not here for other people. You don't give a fuck about other people. You're not here for sports on the TV. Fuck this shit. So I literally was sitting at the bar. I ordered my wings. I ordered a nacho. I was high, okay? So I was hungry. I even ordered a drink. I had my noise canceling headphones. I put them on. I put my phone on my drink and I played a YouTube video. And I waited for my food. And I got my wings and my nachos. And like, once you get your food, you're not thinking about other people. You don't give a fuck because you're like, my food. Yeah. And I was so fucking happy. Like, you don't get like the euphoria that you get like in moments like this because you're just like, no one is bothering you. No one is like having a conversation with you when you're trying to eat. No one is like trying to kiki and shit. You're just there and you're eating your food and you're having time with yourself, and it is so rewarding. These wings, I swear, I don't know why, they tasted better. They tasted better because I was alone and I was unbothered. And I enjoyed those wings so bad. Girl, I think I ate all the wings. And I think I had 16. And I'm pretty sure the two men that were sitting next to me, I'm pretty sure they were looking at me. They were just like, that girl can sure put it away. Like, I'm over here eating half a nacho and a fucking 16 wings, but it was so, like, now I want wings. Oh. Anyways, these were just all my few little experiences doing things alone and enjoying them and realizing that it doesn't fucking matter if you go out alone. It is so much fun and so more rewarding. And even with the stress, I am telling you, you're not going to regret it when you're going to start doing it. And I'm pretty sure that when you're going to start doing it and being comfortable doing it, you're going to get so much more comfortable with it and you're going to want to do it more. And even not even that, you know what little bonus you get when you tell people that you do things alone? They see you as someone that is very brave and very courageous. And it's very, I feel like that's a very fun compliment to get from people, like them seeing you do something that is hard for you and complimenting you on it. Like, the example is the same thing as the festival that I went with my friend that actually showed up for a day. Her friend was there and we were talking and she was just like, oh, so you came alone? I'm like, yeah, because I really wanted to come, and like no one that I knew was telling me that they were coming. So I was just like, I'm gonna buy the tickets and I'll just see when I'm there if there's people that I know that are there. And I swear she was just like, damn, like you're really brave. Like, that's not something that I would do. And see, I'm getting choked up again. And I don't know, like I said, this is a very like good compliment to get. I love when I do things that make me very fucking nervous and I have someone just like, props to you, like you're brave. And honestly, it is fucking validating. Okay, I love it. So yeah, I've been yapping a lot in this video. I don't know, like I said earlier, I don't know why I've been yapping tonight. I was in a good mood and I just felt like talking about this. It's just a little yap setch. So yeah, stop waiting for people to do things. I swear, you're going to regret more not going than actually going alone. I swear, because all the things that I did not go because of my friends, because of this and that, for stupid fucking reasons, I ended up overthinking it after and being like, oh, I missed out. Oh, this and that. It's like, it's not worth it. Like, you're living your life for yourself. So like, stop focusing on other people. And I feel like that is for everything, not just like going alone at things. Stop waiting for people's opinions or what people have to say or this and that to do things. This is your fucking life. If you want to take that course, you want to go to that concert, you want to go to that show, that festival, you want to go to that country, just fucking do it. Stop waiting for people. I went to Ireland alone. Well, that was because I was meeting with my ex, but still, I went out in a country alone. And honestly, considering my ex was a fucking, I won't even get into it, I should have gone alone for real. I probably would have had more fun. But anyways, I'm just rambling on right now. But yeah, thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you next week. And again, Stop waiting for people. Just do it. Just do